mwakona ku fitsa maikuto amina. Phone number 0773738114, and also on Facebook we are live right about now. Go to the comment section, tell us where you are watching us from, and just don't end there. Don't say like cola. Kikona.
Ni buhera kwa kuli hamuze mbuhera kafo. Chole munana kama nifanga mbura kachene.
Ensha.
That's the most important thing. What do you think about today's discussion? Kuli kanti luna babancha lokona kubukereza chwani. Sizo sasilozi.
Ensha.
This is specifically for those that have an attachment. A serious attachment to the LOZI couch.
Yes.
Yes. It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
No. This question is for those who have a serious attachment to the LOZI couch. How can the younger generation preserve the LOZI couch? Banana babancha, babasizana, babashimani, basapepe wakachenule, wakabukereza chwani sizose. Kuli baba hulu ase ba ile kuyokopana ni bashemi ni balimu. My ancestors. Balimu. When they have gone to meet their ancestors. Balimu. Chwali baba siara babancha. Kana sizose sa swarange sa kiti ya kuomboka nikufuluhera. Kana lo babancha bakaswara chwani.
I think we saw an example from the king when anaba fulumu na maoma. Akibona fela ni mwana wabona wanamulena niye na aswezi chwale kuti mwabiza chwane yale
tulizi
kimutubiza chwale nani lizo
utabuza wa mtumba
okay mwendini mina mwazi wangu na kulera sana kule batubiza chwana. He also took part in that. He was also
beating the drums.
That is a sign of culture preservation, because even when the elders are no more, he's able to guide the young ones to say no, this is how we do it, this is how you do it, this is how it should sound. And I saw there when I saw the video of him playing, the father was just a few meters away,
just observing
and he was looking very proud.
Yeah.
To say, okay, yes.
That's a proud moment when you see your son doing what exactly you're able to do. You know that things are safe.
Ahulu.
Things are very secured.
Ahulu. Whatever you have, you are going to also, you are living it. You are teaching the younger generation, you are teaching your children also, so that they can also take over from you. Shangwe.
Me number of mfitsa maikuto ki 0773-738114 0773-738114. Mi mukangao za mailaniliza zilaka chenu lona la kufuluhela kwa litunga wa Bulozi lobosi imwiko waweli kona lutize ngambolo yekuli kakwamana ni mukitu waka chenu wa kufuluhela kana babancha bakora kubukereza chwani sizo sasilozi kusiswala kamazo wa mabeli sinababulanga oli setu ni setu saluna skase musiswale kamazo wa mabeli
ahulu
kisikasa mina kisikasa luna lusikirwa siyumba lusikirwa situherera lusikirwa situherera ngesila teha batiri konoso na kusiswala kamazo wa mabeli kusiisa kwa lusika losatahanu kwa pata kulibana baluna hapi wabakataha nibona lutuba lutasizo skase kulya skase zama chwana because the culture should be continuous.
Yes,
there should be no end to culture, but it should be preserved until we don't know. And ko kwa bonsi wo ko kwa bonsi wongo
shage
mialu tahamwa kaloro ya current affairs zeso rikwezala kachano ki only 21 days 21 days, only 3 weeks exactly. 3 weeks.
Faketia madara.
Tile
chale fakutia malingo.
Eko kisem final eka pa kis quarter finals.
I think yeki quarter final. Quarter final. After mama semi ukafimendi 10 days.
Yeah.
5 days. Yakima final chale. Yakima final chale.
So 21 days to go to the 13th of August. Kuli na Zambia ikone kuya kwa liketsa zero libelezi fara kwa etelele Karakoli presidential candidates, they are still on the campaign trail. They are still engaging the communities. They are still going round and round and round. Me lukakala ni bo mweteleli banaha bayema fako pano ya UPND, United Party for National Development, bo haka inde hichilema. Interesting revelation. He says that all provinces in the country are UPND strongholds. All provinces are UPND strongholds. These remarks were made in Chisamba Central Province. Now, there are people that say, each and every political party, there's a particular area they consider to be their stronghold.
Yes.
There's a particular province they consider to be their stronghold. But this time around, UPND says every province,
every area, every
meaning
space.
The opposition have got no chance in terms of a stronghold, because UPND has gotten all the provinces. Let's listen to what the president said. Exactly.
I have gone around the country 9 provinces and people have made one decision. Everywhere, Luapula, they've made a decision. Northern has made a decision. Muchinga has made a decision. There is nothing like a stronghold for the opposition. All the provinces are HH strongholds. I have been to Eastern Province and they've made a decision. Northwestern, they've made a decision. Western, they've made a decision. Lusaka has made a decision. Here in Central, I've been to Chitambo, Serenje, Mukushi, Luano, Kabwe, and they've made a decision. That decision is that the country is voting for UPND on the 13th of August. The country will vote for the UPND candidates, all of them. The councillors, UPND. Council chairperson, UPND. MPs, UPND. President, UPND. Sona Ndambati, UPND councillor, Mwambe Kwenyu, Sutsana. 13th August, UPND councillor, Sutsana. 13th August, UPND council chairperson, Kwenyu, Sutsana. 13th August, MPs of UPND, Kwenyu, Sutsana. On the 13th of August, President Agoinde Ichiremabale, Kwenyu, Sutsana. Amurigambire. Molaina. Message is very clear.
Councillor
nganamba ola kuti nganamba ola kuti 13th August you say Kwenyu
Sotsana.
13th August presidential candidate
Kwenyu Sotsana.
13th August MP candidates
Kwenyu Sotsana.
August 13th councillor candidates
Kwenyu Sotsana.
August 13th council chairperson
Kwenyu Sotsana.
I thought you were going to say PF. Like is it Sunday Chan?
We really don't know what's happening in this political arena whereby someone is campaigning on the platform with the president Kono. Okay, that was a mismatch. Whether it was a slip of the tongue or we don't know whether the ancestors were playing with his mind, we don't know. But that is what happened. Kwachisamba mawani bo president and by Kambota ni asichaba asachisamba. I think he has made it quite clear kuli everywhere he has gone. But wapangire kai decision mwana Zambia kuli ki president hakaenda ichula maniko pano ya UPND. That is according to the president. That is what is obtaining on the ground as far as is concerned. And at the same function, the president said that the opposition now have started copying. They are now copycats.
Copying his manifesto.
They are copying his manifesto. If he says he's going to employ nurses, volunteer nurses, even the opposition will say, we are going to employ the volunteer nurses. If he's saying we are going to build roads, the opposition will say we are going to build roads.
From the opposition's point of view, I think they're talking about what they are seeing as issues that need to be tackled.
They should come up with their own manifesto, not what the president has said. They should not capitalize on what the president said, on his message. They are copying his message. And so this message has also been reiterated by the State House.
Okay.
State House Chief Communications Specialist Clayson Hamasaka has also issued a statement on the same.
On the same.
The opposition they have no message.
Is it the opposition, the whole opposition, or maybe it's just one part?
Okay, let's listen to exactly the president what he said. Maybe we'll pick it. Maybe it was specifically pointing to some political party.
So let me go back to those boys who want to come back into government. Everything we are doing, HH and BAD and UPN is doing, they are copying. So who is better? Who kopera or Mugamwini Maplani? They are saying they are going to bring free education. Why didn't they bring free education for 10 years? Why? They are saying they will improve CDF. Why did they pay 1.6 million kwacha per constituency throughout 10 years? And the BAL and UPND comes from 1.6 million to 40 million. Why didn't they do it then?
Walanda kwamba ibalunde ondalama nshabitwa wesa CDF mu constituency libakalinga pa 10 years kaini opa 1.6 anobuli ababali bakamba ingu 40 million tabakwe kuchichitira nshiri bakalikulera.
When they were in government 10 years, why didn't they introduce school feeding program like we've done? Why?
Bakalikulera balo tabakwe kuletera nshima nshebele ku chikolo wamba ibana besuka baponderwa nshima katulya.
Why didn't they do that?
Tabana kuchichitira nshiri.
Now they see that UPND and BAD is doing it. They are also saying, also me, also us. Bubeshi, bagawenga, bubeshi.
Ayo wanaiba bone sunu, wamba iba president jaga inde wachichita, aya sio wanga tuachita, watu wawecha wasuntu.
All right.
Balabeja. Bagawenga.
Zasubulagabi.
Bagawenga means what?
What does Bagawenga mean? We want to know.
We want to know the meaning of Bagawenga.
Maybe it might mean what Fred Member was saying also. Kekasholi.
Kalengwami. I think we need to look for that. We need to look for that video. Fred Member. And the corner was President Mavani. He referred the two boys.
The two boys.
And who are these two boys?
I don't know, because me, the only two boys that are notorious that I know is Aki and Popo. Those ones we grew up watching.
Duduku and they've been given Duduku and Chava.
There's that also.
Yes, Duduku and Chava. Okay, they are okay. These campaigns, these are like zengata. Kono zekora zeza rema bano kwa chisamba bo President Haneba konle kui kambota ni Chava na ma community engagement, and this starting today. It should be starting today. It should be in Southern Province for 5 days. Starting today, but so now we are kwa Southern Province for 5 days. Kuli api wewe ko parents chaba sa Southern Province. Kono amusi balikuli mukanga walo nakacheno kapa ngambolo yalo narotali mafa kulikana babancha baba inyani banana abayinyani bakona kubukereza chwani sizo sa LOZI sinazo kacheno kimukiti wa kufuruhera kwa litunga wa Bulozi na kaongolo kanyambe Lobosi mwiko wabeli kuli wakuta kwa alia loi kona alotise puzo ya kuli mka pono ya mina bashemi mwana chani kuli banana bana bamina kana bakona kubukiriza chwa nsizo sasiroze mubarutali kama ni kwa mana nisizo sasiroze sizo samina se kuli mina bashema asa mwile asa mwito balezi bana bamina bakaeza skamani bakasora chwa nisizo se kusi zwiseza pili mimfitsa maikutu mina 0773738114 mane mwakona kufitsa maikutu mina nifa lingambolo zemwe zerukonle zeserukonle kumfitsa inge story yezo faku faku parafa screen ya mina yabo president aneva fa reference kuli ba positioning siululu mitangana wabeli basola koba yakaflasi ba copies manifesto yabo president akuli abana za kwambola mi hapeze ba sepsa batu zeo king and baskalieza in the last 10 years when they were in power they failed to do that but why are they promising the same things which they failed to do?
So Bawenga, it's hyenas. I'm guessing Wenga is hyena. Then the plural of that
maybe
is hyenas.
Oh, so that's why the Wengwa the Wengwa constituency. That's where it's coming from. Well, that's another.
I think there's a story behind that. There's definitely a story behind that.
So you're saying these people are hyenas?
They're hyenas. So hyenas, according to what I know, according to National Geographic, watching a lot of National Geographic documentaries, hyenas are like vultures. They wait for a kill. Once an animal has done the doing, then they pounce on that now. If they find you have already, made the kill, they even chase you and then they get there.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good reference. Whether it's good or bad, but...
But anyway, we don't know who he was referring to. Definitely, as time goes, one day he's just going to mention them. Cheat.
But doesn't that qualify to be character assassination?
I think at this point we have moved. Yeah.
We have moved from that issue.
We have moved from that issue of character assassinations. Now we should just put it in the constitution now, so you can assassinate whoever you want.
You can call names like Karengwa Mima Sholi, Hainazi,
all right,
quite fierce.
We are moving on as we are waiting for your participation, for your contribution, okay, on what we are talking about today, which is how can the younger generation help to preserve the LOZI culture. Kana babancha pakabulukeza chwanisizo sasilozi.
Pakabukereza not pakaburukeza.
Pakabukereza chwa. You should have just greeted my hand. This man and corrected me later.
No. You can't when where it is wrong.
This one. Anyway, pakabukereza chwani sizo sasilozi. Luna babancha lukabukereza chwani sizo sasilozi. Kona puzo ya mina sichaba. Number ki 0773738114 0773738114. Mkwa Facebook dikepera Facebook. Encha mwale mwa comment section mwale. In the comment section you can tell us also you can leave your contribution. Equally direct messaging DM ya yemu bizakuli DM na wabancha DM. On for WhatsApp kafera you can do the same. All right? So as we move on to our current affairs, NRPUP, National Reconciliation Party for Unity and Prosperity. Running mate Makebi Zulu says all the volunteer nurses recently employed during rallies will be paid their first salary by Brian Munduvile next month when he becomes president.
You see what the president was saying? You see what the president was saying?
No, I think anyway, let's listen to what Makebi Zulu.
See what the president was saying?
Here's what Makebi Zulu is saying.
The idea of going to the extent of having to employ people at a rally, at a political rally, because they showed up and they said, we are supporting you, then you employ them. That in itself is corruption. It's corruption in that you are procuring votes using your office by giving this handout called a job to a person at a public rally. So President Hakainde Hichilema is as corrupt as all those civil servants that are hoping to assist him by coming together to see how best they can subvert the will of the people, or indeed support him to get more votes. That is not how our government will work. We shall ensure that institutions of governance, or indeed the civil service, is reformed to be able to respect the law, to stay in their lane, to do what is right, without putting on them a duty to say, if you do this, you'll be promoted. Promotions will be on merit. Giving of jobs will be on merit. And those that are being employed at rallies, we're not saying that when we come, we will take away that employment. Be happy that the first salary will be paid by President Mondobile. But we want to extend this benefit to all those that are not coming to political rallies, to those that are qualified and are looking for jobs. We want this opportunity available to every Zambian out there who is ready and qualified to take on those opportunities.
The benefit will be extended even to those that are not attending public rallies.
And are qualified. So even to them.
But again, he's saying it's corruption giving jobs at rallies.
I don't know, because if I recall very well, there's someone who said, I just don't know who, but someone said they'll be giving farmers fertilizer. 1 is it 50 kg? 50 kg, 50 kg, 50 kg per person. I don't know who that person was, but it definitely wasn't the UPND.
So someone in the opposition.
Yeah, in the opposition. I don't know if that is not corruption. But anyway.
But these are just promises which are being made. So how do they amount to corruption? Meaning, then all of them, then they're corrupt because they're making promises.
Yes.
They're making promises.
That's a pisawa to no.
How does a promise become corruption? No. The other question that as citizens, as voters, we need to ask ourselves when these politicians make such statements, we need to interrogate how. Because everywhere they go, all of them, whether independent, UPND, CF, whichever political party, they are making these promises.
So as far as campaigns campaign messages,
they're all based on promises.
They're all based on promises. The
things that you plan to do. Whether you do them or not, that is another story.
Yeah, this is very much true. So, in that, with that kind of reasoning, Wamake Bizulu has exempted, not exempted, school. Okay, has given. Okay, that example that he has given. Then it means that we should inform ACC. Anti-Corruption Commission.
They should have a suspect.
Yes, all of them should be caged.
Yeah. You can come through and just leave your comment on these issues that are coming through. The issue that Make Bizulu has raised also. You can share your views. What is your comment? What do you have to say with regards to what Make Bizulu has said in that video clip? And in another development, Christian Democratic Party presidential candidate, Professor Chief Apostle Daniel Pule, has again another promise. Another promise has come.
Another corruption.
Yeah. Another corruption has come. He has promised that within, and for him he has given at least he has given timeline.
Timeline, yes.
Which is very important. He has given a timeline. Within the first 100 days of being elected President of the Republic of Zambia, he will use the national budget to complete the National House of Prayer, build provincial prayer houses in all 10 provinces, and build district prayer houses in every district in Zambia. He says this will ensure that the declaration of Zambia as a Christian nation is actualized. As you all may be aware that the later President Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu had started a project of building a national house of prayer in Lusaka, and I think that project has stalled for quite some time. Yeah, I think for the last 5 years there hasn't been any progress. Kona bo Daniel Pule ababulira kuli bona abakaketiwa hamuka bavotela la 13 August kuba president wa Zambia. Mwamaza azifala 100, meaning the about 3 months, first 3 months and 10 days for him. Bakabona kuli bafereza muyaho wale wandu alitapero nikuya hali mandu alitapero ma province ni province. So kwa western province bakato ya 100 alitapero, kwa southern ya 100 alitapero choro and in every district kukawa wandu alitapero batakuli muhato wale one ingiro kibo nyanje bo president Chiluba wakweza declare na haye kubana haya sirumeli kule muhato wale watalelezwa. And that's the only way it can be actualized, by having prayer houses in every district, in every province, and at the national level.
Right. Mandiluto kateni ma zuyabo tanipule.
From within the first 100 years, we are going to resume the construction of the National House of Prayer. And the resources will not be, that's the difference between my approach and that of President Lungu. You know, we are not going to call for donations, okay? But we are going to provide in the national budget the money to construct the National House of Prayer. Further, we are also going to make sure that every provincial headquarters has a National House of Prayer where the people in the province can gather from time to time to worship the Lord as a symbol that this is a Christian nation. Okay. The third thing about that is that after that we are going to extend national houses of prayer to all the districts in the country, including Petauke. We are going to build national houses of prayer in all the districts. And here kunoko Petauke, mwale mfakunimba na nguku, ukatete na ngusinda, tukakula. Amayanda ya kwalese ya kupepera mwabantu wesu. And we shall use the national budget. The fourth thing concerning the actualization of the Declaration of Zambia Christian Nation is that we shall re-establish the Ministry of Religious Affairs. We may just call it as well as the Ministry of Christianity. We won't be shy to proclaim the word of the Lord. I am, and I still mentioned in your introduction, Chief Apostle, I'm a Pentecostal believer, but I love all the Christians. What we are talking about, we are one body, the body of the Lord Jesus Christ, whether you are Catholic or Protestant.
Many promises are still coming.
Yeah, definitely.
Ndu yalita pero yata hamwa script samina. Yata hamwa script samina. So I'm not yanga. So it means that on that every 18th of October.
Yes, October.
Meaning that every district people be gathering in that particular district, in that house of prayer.
But the provincial one now.
Even at the province level. Because he's going to extend after he completes the national, the one in Lusaka. He now come to the provinces. After he builds in every province, then you extend to every district. And one interesting thing is he's going to use the national budget, meaning they're going to budget for. It's not going because previously it was from well wishers. They were sourcing from donors and so on and so forth.
Okay.
But this time around, it will be put in the national budget.
Okay.
To say this house of prayer must be budgeted for using national resources.
I don't want to comment much on that, but as the video was playing, my eyes took me elsewhere.
Where again?
That on the wall there. On the wall there where they were showing information about the radio station. I saw a town that I couldn't recognize. Is it Petuke? Where is this town, Petuke, Zambia? Petuke. It's Petauke, but yeah, they just made an error there.
Because on the email is Radio Peta.
Okay.
Oh, goodness me.
But anyway, on the issue of building, churches on national budget, I don't know if a lot of Zambians will agree with that one.
It's all about it's Parliament that passes.
Okay. So, I don't know if the House will agree, because you're looking at infrastructure that has not, been built in Zambia. We have
so many projects have been
a lot of projects, yes, and I don't think the likes of Mr. Mvula would even agree that each district must have a prayer house and provincial and what
district and
all from the national budget. Meanwhile, here in Mongo we have sandy places, like hospitals, clinics.
It's all about numbers. As long as it's going to have numbers in Parliament, MPs that are going to support that bill or that budget, definitely it can go through. It's all about numbers. Parliament is all about numbers. If you don't have the numbers, then it's not possible.
All right. We continue looking at time. Time is not with us. Citizens' first presidential candidate, Harry Kalaba, has criticized the state of bad roads in Samfia. I was just talking about infrastructure. Bad roads in Samfia, and has promised to increase the amount of social cash transfer when he becomes president next month. Is this copy and paste the president was talking about? I don't know. Let's hear it. Let's listen to what Kalaba was saying.
Baby, Nefaba UPND beshi batuwaita kuyaya elo kotwe ngako kola tatule kwe kiwele shiyo ndabale ya wanakana mo
Interesting.
But it was good to see that at least he's pulling crowds.
Yeah, they also being transported.
We don't know.
What we hear that some
there's a part that is transporting
crowds
from point A to point B to C to D to E. We don't know. But this is good. This is encouraging. We'd love to see this also from Fred Membe and Dan Pule.
But I think each and every presidential candidate, I think they have got their own strategy on how they are doing the campaigns.
Okay, well, I think we have a caller on the line. Muzuile shangwe bizo abona niko balizeza. Bomwana mwamba koze zala ko mwakona kuzola pili shangwe.
Hulu kutokana katibu wangu wa kuteru konta kena mahata hadawa
shangwe
Ensha
kido au na kesa project tuna hulu ni kitu tofana kwa kama kwa habari yote kikuru abanja kunebe na yawo rapa nani poe wawunja wa tengene poha kama mkoro wa pre.
It's good.
Kitu wa kombo ta kama tutakuwa ni apakule ona mtu wa wera kuli tonda kule ya kule tawo takuli kwa kule ya kwa kule ni kuna nili taze tilipiki tamwati ni kama kueleza ono mkulu ni mulelo kwa kila kueleza to mtu wa tabu tuna watoto
jump seats
hapo hizo mateni nete lipeza denja basto kato ni deke la mutabu tuna ni putu no paga hapo la mkaba takale poku bombo mwana tuni ane bataki kama kambane baombo ekutinda nziza ekutama oma ebatakita kutamu kula ni mwango ka atakita kamukula ongo ka Bono na kwa ya yekeza sebatakana maoma Mana pemone na ngapo Levanze baombo kama levasande baka bombo kaniko na kumolena ni mwena yayo ana kwa na kutula ni bana ombo kera Bono haka sebaya batika baketa mulene ngoli mu wobo na mulene muri mu mo bakaina ke baombo kanga kukuku Apu ni vai na mwali alikora mu goba toketa kona mu goba na wapemani Nge baombo kera sasa ni ayimunga kwa kwa vai Kwenda eta pini na tato usirati nukutoke takono kumonga kumbiwe kulibaombo kange pate Opera za ndika zebo sakuli Ibana ni takazo ya kuli tamu kitu wa habobon Panga to habon Kito ya mungu na mkumbuka mkoro tamai Kuto obole Yene kapo watu wava jadi wafana vitani Nipo ni nga tate Ini jadi tuna. Baik kita sana masih itu abang kau kasih lah abang kau mana masalah itu. Bas kalau yang mana kajo kami nangga masalah itu kau ingat setiamu. Beri batu lain sebab buah handi.
Enja.
Buat apa sana pun nak ada apa jadi buat nak kutu terapi. Okey. Nak boleh apa? Nak boleh siap boleh. Tapi mwana ala jamu tuna ukona muto la multipla kina yunene Kina mwe wandi no kutabirali ngumu no menye mukuna ngombe Kina kuti mungamu pa upela ni komu mwaupa mwe mubonzela mutuna wa haimo le nalo
Shangwe
Komu ni koni ndani bangi bazana mwabulu konu kukwela kina mungazo na kaupela ni mungu Unanie na ngambe ya minyoro ya bakura kupigena kanketwa Kena sope minyoro yi Kena mukuyawa Tido sale na wakelata Tiruka sikulisa Luka banito na kuya kuile
Itume shangwe o mwana mwambo alwasepa kuli luka kopana kwali mulunga kwa luka fita
Mana akulu
Ensha Itumezi Man who loves his culture
You can see, you can feel the passion. He's so passionate about his culture. Kwaza Robert Tazare kuli niruna wabancha. And he said that Mabuncha Wawone has now clocked 4 years in Geba Furuha.
Yensha.
That's part of preserving culture.
Yes.
Because even as he's continuing to pardon the Nalikwanda, I'm sure he's also teaching, transferring the skills to his children.
Yes.
To those that are around him, the young ones. Kona zero batazale. Mina mweza skamani washemi muruta chwani babancha. Bana wamina ku amanani sizo sesa solozi kuli. Mina semu ito walezi bana wamina bakaswara chwani. Bakasi bukeleza chwani sizo se kuli sizo repili. Mi aloekeza lu kutenya ni kwa nupili. Luwaneze neba zeza adile mwa hai. Makai kuna babulera kuli my charitable works kimisebezi yakaya kutusa sichaba haikuli mwendi neza ze bakensa kuli inzi mwa politics kono babulera kuli misebezi yabone kutusa sichaba izo ila fera kwa sapiru yabona
ahulu
akula basika kalakachi no kutusa sichaba I do that with an open heart for humanity kona ze babulera so me wala kulusikelwa para kutusana bakensa kuli bakensa politics Halo tuenze wa ulezi bo makai wa ipapata mwa Mongo Central ilifa kopano ya UPND.
Ni hapo na nebutata halupa alikutusa bana babo na ko nani sikuri yake kifa kasidofa. Kwa ko ni mvaneba mulinzi mwa mwiko na moga muni nana. twale hanji kubana babona bana butata alikuwa kupa kutusaka kwa politics for hakuna yako na kuhanza kutusaka babona kama politics bati politics isikasiru za maisha na hayalona watu wake na matika kwa hata kwa bona kuna kuna matata unakutana na butuku kwa nanjo za butu unakutana na butuku wabwe na kula mule kule wabwe na kisije ulile niena azi ile ile toko ikilifule twale litile butolira bali kadiba kama neba ziba kama bili mabutata akona ali politics ite hateni nsia wendi kwa ndo batoko alisa bali basi bilahera neba yakaba butata kama musana ajuru nani alumize lokatusa hulu nani au sina aluna hapi nsia ndo kusa
kutusa kusona ko bateni politics aisonele kupalisa watu kutusana actually politics is just a vehicle that is just making sure the country moves. Otherwise lilato la kutusana lisona ko bateni politics iska palero so batu kutusana mi mtu atusa mtu omu basika bona kolya esi waye mayo kona yeza cho
yensa
kola zima bolera bo makai mwa ngamboro yari no baikambota nisichaba kwa kolira ana moko na kuona na mo so ani mitusa musikimana nange kuli mwe bata kuli mu votere batiri ni mitusa fera kuli mu batu mu bana bamba bana baheso
yensa
very important.
Right.
Withdrawals have continued.
And this time around, the only female aspiring president or only female presidential candidate.
The only female
presidential candidate has been left alone. The running mate, Mr. Nyirenda, has withdrawn, leaving the only female hopeful for Plot 1 in a quagmire weeks just before the general election.
Let me just read just a few, just to add a bit of flesh. Independent presidential candidate Given Katuta has been left without a running mate after John Nyirenda formally withdrew from the position weeks before the August 2026 general election. Nyirenda informed the Electoral Commission of Zambia of his decision to step down. Now, ISZ says the withdrawal of a running mate before polling day does not automatically invalidate a presidential nomination. The commission has indicated that if such a candidate wins the election, a new vice president could be appointed afterwards. However, ISZ's chairperson Mwangalaza Lomi says the law is silent on running mate withdraws before an election, prompting the Attorney General to seek guidance from the Constitutional Court. The court is expected to clarify whether a withdrawn running mate can be replaced and how such cases should be handled ahead of the 13 August pause. Someone was suggesting to say they should change that name from running mate to sitting mate.
But they're just sitting.
People that are running, they have kept running now. How many so far have run away?
I see.
But kwa zeze running mate wao Given Katuta Busile uitulezi kora kulibo Katuta ke basiala banosa. I think kona bawo John Nyirenda bamuiponera ni bawa sari kona bo mfuma hali Reverend Given Katuta Mwelwa former Chiengi independent again member of parliament. Twalifabai takaleze kuli ba MFA president konape yo ana bata ine basepa kuli ukabatosa no pina what's his name again Wile nasilele yo yene
kiale wizo ya oneli kiale Wile Nyirenda
Bali la chipi wo Given Katuta, but that is what is happening with regards to that. So again, issues coming from the Electoral Commission of Zambia. The Electoral Commission of Zambia has lifted the suspension of NRPUP campaign activities in Kaputa constituency. As we all know that some few weeks ago they had suspended campaign activities for the NRPUP in Kaputa after some alleged violence that occurred in that particular constituency. So the decision follows confirmation from the Zambia police that the political situation in Kaputa has normalized. The commission commends the efforts of the Zambia Police Service, political party leaders, stakeholders, and members of the public who contributed to the restoration of peace and order in the constituency. All participating political parties, candidates, and their supporters are reminded to conduct their campaigns peacefully and to strictly adhere to the Electoral Code of Conduct and all other applicable electoral laws. The Commission further reiterates that it will continue to closely monitor campaign activities across the country and will not hesitate to enforce its statutory powers under the Electoral Process Act and the Electoral Code of Conduct against any political party or candidate found engaging in acts of violence or other conduct that undermines the integrity of the electoral process. I think that the statement has been issued by Mr. Brown Kasaro, who is the Chief Electoral Officer for the Electoral Commission of Zambia. Yes. So I think it's good. I'm sure the parties that were involved have learned their lessons, and they will behave themselves this time around.
Definitely. Looking at time before we wind up, we have just one more video just to show you, and this one is coming from the Chimbuyas Association of Zambia. Please take a look. Right. I think they were doing that out of love.
They want to put him in a necktie now.
Yeah.
I
think they love him.
So that is Northwestern Province Permanent Secretary Colonel Grandson Wishikoti Katambi, retired, who was being smeared with a powder as a sign of Chimbuya during the funeral of former cabinet minister Dr. Alina Mwinyilamba Nyikosa.
Right. I think they just love him.
You know what you wanted to show his military skills. Once a soldier, always a soldier.
And the police were just around. I mean, can they take a bullet for him? The powder was just flying. What more bullets?
Anyway, that is on the lighter note. Yeah. Chimbuya Pro Max. So Chimbuya went wrong.
And anyway, we have come to the end of our program today as we step down to give way to other programmings. I was your presenter Bruce Mwipihi Masalela.
Nathan akufuna omundira aluko paneni kwa limulene ngani mulunga aliyo shendula malozi kuliba balibe mundi munene lyaloyi
pozo shanga
mwamkiti wa kufuluhela aluko paneni ka 4 litomezi hape kamso luka kutafa breakfast show. Bye bye.